So in your previous 2 ventures against these giants, so tribes of evil giants, completely different species, have started working together in an unprecedented alliance. You first went and ventured against the hill giants, then the frost giants. And as you were exploring these different areas, you started to realize that there's some sort of guiding intelligence that's a little more cunning than what you would expect of the average tribe of giants. This last foray brings you to a secure little rock outcropping overlooking the valley, where in the distance, you know, is the hall of the fire giant king. This is a safe place to rest. It's a safe place for you to hang out without getting attacked. You're probably not going to see any patrols or anything this far up, but it's an easy trek to the fortress itself when you're ready to move in.
Great.
We got horses? I'm sorry.
You know what? Horses, you can have them.
Yeah.
But traveling, they probably won't be able to be brought with you inside the fortress. Not if you're trying to maintain any sort of stealthy approach.
We want somebody to reconnoiter.
Walk
around the compound, so to speak, try to find secret entries in.
I can go with you.
Well, I can try, but I'm not very sneaky. I'm wearing plate mail.
Well,
I'm very, very
I
quiet.
have a ring of invisibility.
Well, why don't we send the
Indeed
dwarf
you
thing
do.
first to run around down there? We just have him run around outside of the building to see if he spots. Our dwarves are good with stone, so they should be able to see if there's some kind of tricky door or something like that.
All right.
What about elves? Elves are good too. Can you cast invisibility?
No.
I can cast invisibility. I can cast invisibility 10-foot radius.
However, I believe you do have
Sanctuary
an
or
elven
something.
cloak and elven boots. They don't make you completely
I don't have a
invisible.
cloak. I do have a cloak.
Why don't you and the dwarf go down there and reconnoiter? Me and the cleric will just hang out.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'll
all right.
go.
All
All
right.
right.
Here we are, hanging out.
I didn't see that cloak. I saw the boots. Okay.
Well, we got a summary of magic items on the last page.
And there's a fair amount of them.
Oh, yeah, I noticed.
Maka the Ganglia Twitch. All right.
I'm excited.
Make the ganglia twitch. Right, okay.
Well,
Our GM.
can I find some soft clay while I'm around here?
Certainly.
All right.
So Fonkin and Redmond go down to reconnoiter the area. As you were closing...
Sounds like a band.
Yeah.
Funkin' and Redmond.
Fonkin Redmond Overdrive.
Yeah.
Or an encyclopedia publisher.
So as you are closing on the fortress, which sticks up in the middle of a lava flat, it's really hard to miss.
Yeah.
You see that there are occasionally patrols. A pair of fire giants at a time will wander out from the front gate and make a slow circuit around the fortress and then pop back in when they return. They actually seem kind of bored and don't seem to be that alert. They do this all day, every day, and no one's been foolish enough to attack. How close would you like to get?
Do you want to wait until they go around the backside and try to get a peek in?
Ooh. All right. You wait for the next patrol to circle the fortress. As you get closer, you see that the fortress is carved from volcanic rock. The whole thing seems to be of one piece. Some of the areas look like polished obsidian. Given a couple more centuries, the entire walls might look that way. There is one entrance in the southwest corner of the fortress, a large porch almost, where a triangular area has been leveled off. There's a pair of huge doors. As the giants exited, you watched them push the doors open, and it seemed to take a fair amount of strength on their part.
Okay.
They always close the doors behind them. But while the doors are open, you're able to see that the interior is well lit. There's flickering fires all along this hallway that seems to penetrate deep into the fortress. The passage itself is a good 20 feet wide and proceeds inward in a northeasterly diagonal direction. At the very end, there might be some sort of hall or large room. It's hard to tell from out here.
Is everything completely smooth? There's places to hide?
There are places to hide.
Okay.
No, you're long.
We do have that 10-foot radius invisibility. Maybe we time it when they open it up and pop in.
It's a good idea. Yeah, we'll go get the rest of the party,
All right.
take them down there, and then what he said.
Well, let me see. Hold on. So you meet up with me and the what's the cleric's name again? Roki.
Roki Schwerkid.
Roki. You meet up with Funkin and Captain Dumple meet up with Faffle and Roki. And
Falcon!
oh, I'm sorry.
Wagnall.
And now, if I were to cast this invisibility 10-foot radius,
How
it
long
would
does it last?
It remains in effect until it's magically broken or dispelled.
Right.
There you
Probably the
go.
same
So I
thing.
think it follows the don't attack rule.
Exactly.
Or don't walk outside of the 10-foot radius.
All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn everybody invisible.
All right.
Then we're going to approach.
Okay.
We got to be quiet though. Is somebody clanky?
Yeah,
Kind of clanky.
oops. Yeah, I'm in plate mail.
You're both in plate mail, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, if you need, I can I can take off my plate mail and I can wrap it up in my camp blanket, stick it in my backpack or something. But I wouldn't be able to get toe to toe in a fight.
Well,
You could do it too.
well, we'll move when they're not within earshot, right? And we'll step whenever you make a step. Whenever as you watch a giant step, that's when you step.
Ah.
So whenever they're clanking in their own, and so when they emerge, we'll be the furthest we can to. Then they turn the corner, and then we'll step by step go up there.
I step where you step.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I have an idea to make this
Like the
to
Jackson
get them
5.
out of earshot, to keep them out of earshot. I've got a ring of invisibility, so why don't I go chuck my hammer at the side, get a bunch of noise, have them come run over and disappear and follow you in.
Yeah, but I think that might activate their whole defensive system. They might all freak out and go back running in, and they say, "Hey, there's somebody out there." So if we just keep it on the down low and not do any distractions, we'll be a little more stealthy. Have we got to go right down the tunnel? I got a pass wall spell.
Who's making the noise? Who said?
It's these two guys
Well,
in the armor.
I just sort of jump up and down a little bit.
Let's use my pass wall and go in from one of the walls.
Ooh.
Wow.
It can penetrate 10 feet of wall.
Do we know how thick the wall is?
I don't know how thick the wall is. I don't think it's that thick though.
Well, we're doing St. Cuthbert's work here, so I'm sure we'll be all right.
So we could go up like to the backside. So we could watch them go around the corner and go in the front, and then we can sneak up. There'd be nobody around, and I could cast a spell on the, and I won't lose my invisibility. What do you say?
It's not an attack.
Then we can sneak in. Of course, it depends on whatever fucking room we get into.
The only one wearing armor.
Well, no, I mean he's wearing armor too. Mine looks nicer.
In your what scale?
No, I'm in plate mail +2.
Plate. You're in what?
I think you're in plate mail +1.
+1.
Okay.
His is way better than mine.
Oh, mine's all right.
It's literally one better.
I got a couple extra greeblies. It's
I
nothing.
think that's the nature of the joke there, Captain.
What?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Yeah.
Well, we're just
I've
going to
got
have
nothing
to.
to
It might be lucky. We might get a storage room where there's nobody in right now, or might be unlucky. We might open a passageway and there's the king and the queen having it right there on the bed. Of course, that might be kind of lucky thinking about it.
Here, I have an
You can
idea.
just move slow and carefully.
I have
Yeah,
an
but I
idea.
will walk down the front passageway with you
I-
guys clanking.
I have
That's
an
not going to work.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. So what we do is we all become invisible, and then we walk in the front door, and we just be really quick about it, right? I'm serious.
It just makes all that noise.
Well, sure, yeah, but I mean, I don't know if these guys went to like a wizard school or anything. I don't know if they'd know.
We've been
really.
trashing their whole fucking organization. They're waiting for somebody to come and hit them next.
I guess.
We hit their hill giant flunkies, then we hit their frost giant flunkies, and now we're taking on the main. They're like waiting for it to happen.
Can any of you like not be the loudest person ever when you try to sneak around?
You got armor on, you're making noise. You got armor on, you're making noise. So we're gonna like
have
go
an
around
idea.
to the back.
No, I have an idea. I have another idea.
Just go slow.
And we're not gonna walk in the front door. And then I'm gonna cast pass wall on one of the walls.
And that has a range of 10 feet.
Yeah.
I have another idea if that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it doesn't, I mean...
5 feet wide, 8 feet high, 10 feet deep.
Is it a distraction?
Well, no. Actually, it's going to be how I get inside and I mess up the gate so that it opens. So what I'm going to do is, like, one of you guys... Okay, no, you're going to help me, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drink my potion of diminution with all my gear on my back. And then I'm going to hang on to the wrist lanyard strap thing on your hammer. And I need you to throw it as far as you can over the wall.
Over the wall. Well,
Yeah.
It's a fortress.
Yeah. So
I mean,
got a roof.
isn't there a courtyard or something? Like I've seen picture books of castles.
Well, they would open
Not
the
this
gate, and
kind.
you throw the hammer
It's
down
carved
in
into
there.
a mountain, basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
He would throw the hammer in there. You jump off at the zenith, and then the hammer would come back, or
Hence
they'd
the,
close the door and the hammer wouldn't
right.
come back.
Hence the walls of polished obsidian.
well, I
When they climb on top and pass wall through the ceiling.
That's it. That's the way to do it.
could do that.
That's a great idea. Let's do it that way.
Wait, what?
Climb on top and pass wall through the
Yeah,
ceiling.
that's the way to do it. 'Cause
How
I
far
think
would we
I bet
fall?
you the roof
The
is
curtain wall could be more than 10 feet
20
thick,
feet thick. Yeah,
but the ceiling's not.
that's right. How do we get up there then?
How far would we fall?
So all right, I'm going to drink my potion of
And
diminution.
You might not. You might. You
We
might.
got
Open,
50 feet of rope.
you got 50 feet of rope.
This is a fortress built for giants.
It is.
That is a
So
wonderful
that'd make a
question.
We got a 50 feet of rope though.
lot of noise.
So we'll go on the northeast corner.
The northeast corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just a random. I'm just picking by random, and then we'll head in like 15 feet from the corner, straight in towards the center, and then I'll cast pass wall on the roof. That
You
should
can
open
use a
up hole.
rope to rappel down.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll just lower somebody down on the rope. We got strong people.
You guys are
Okay.
smart. You guys are awfully smart.
So you guys spend some time climbing while invisible, getting up above the main level of the fortress, heading for the northeast corner,
Yep.
and then finding a likely spot and casting pass wall downward.
That's right. It's 10 feet. Got 10 feet.
The pass wall actually seems a little bit more effective with the porous volcanic rock of the roof.
That's how they have those nice light roofs. They make them out of pumice.
You tie off a rope, and who goes down first?
Well, it's going to be one of us quiet folks.
Quiet
Well,
Okay.
or tough?
I think it should be a quiet person. Is it dark down there?
It's not. There's actually light down
Well,
there.
we're going to peer. Oh, because we're looking down a 10-foot wide tunnel.
I bet our
And you've got a ring of
faces.
invisibility on. Let's
Dude.
lower the dwarf down, but we don't have to. You don't have to touch ground.
I bet our faces are just like sticking out of the wall.
We can just dangle you down in there.
Just
upside
looking down.
You can look
Like
down.
That's
The ropes-
so cool.
The rope is, they're going to see the rope if
faces.
I'm visible or not.
Well, if we just so that your head pops down through the 10-foot opening, so just your head pops down in. So we'll start low and you're down, and then you kick when you can look in, sideways, and then we'll stop with the rope. All right. So like.
Is it
Alright.
daytime or nighttime?
It's
Good
gotta be
question.
daytime.
It was probably daytime when you set out, so
There's a big beam of light going through the roof of this thing.
Well, they said there's light down there already.
well, the area you saw was illuminated with torches.
We should just get down there now, I think.
Just go fast.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna lower you down in first.
Damage is done.
All right. So You're on the end of the rope, on your way down, and the first thing you see... Let's actually see how smart this guy is. Okay. The first thing you see is a fire giant standing, staring at the new hole. He's not really doing anything.
Can I see him? Is he down? Can we see him down? To the hole?
He's directly down. He's looking up with this confused look on his face.
Can he hear me? Can he hear me what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sure he can hear you.
Okay, so going to cast suggestion. Speaking of fire giant.
You speak fire giant.
I do indeed.
Excellent. What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that he help us down. And then when we leave his sight, forget that he ever saw us.
Interesting. All right. Make a six.
You like? Are you casting Charm Monster?
No, he's just a suggestion. He's
It's a
coming
suggestion.
It's a
spell.
suggestion.
Now would that
Oh.
make him visible?
It's not like an order.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's not an attack. It's not an attack.
So
No.
So
that'd be weird. Who's we?
the giant's like, huh? And he lifts his hand up towards the ceiling. It's about 6-7 feet below the ceiling level.
I get on his hand.
All right. He
Anyone else joining me?
Well,
I'll do
finish
it.
lowering you down so the dwarfs.
so you're about the size of a Barbie doll to this guy.
Oh.
These giants aren't like, Jack and the Beanstalk giant.
Okay.
They're more, So he doesn't see you, but puts you down and stares at the floor. When you land, you look around. This room, he's not the only giant here.
Full of fire giants. I
Indeed.
suspected that. Yeah.
You guys picked a barracks room to enter.
Oh, lovely!
There are a number of giants seated at a table,
Yeah.
engaged in a meal, who are all staring up at the new hole. And then there are a couple more giants that are still lying in bed. But with the murmuring going on, they're starting to rouse a little bit.
So I look up and I go, "Excuse me, can we speed this along, please?"
I'm gonna climb down.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna. There's a door, one door in the room. I'm gonna use my wand of frost, and I'm gonna put a wall of ice in front of that door.
Oh, that's.
It's the only way out of the room.
Right.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Don't do anything too crazy now.
It's on.
Can we
Oh,
wait till
boy.
we're all in the actual room?
I think we're all down. Can we just?
Before we
say
Yes.
try to detect the fire giants.
Yeah.
So
Can we
you're
make sure
all
we're
down.
in the cave.
There is a group of confused fire giants, and now the only way out of the room has been covered. How wide can that wall be? Does it-
Is it per wall of ice spell?
Yeah, but it should be. Oh, okay, yeah. Per the wall of ice spell.
I think it could be.
Now
pretty
my
fast.
watch
No problem.
begins.
You got it.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, not
it's
I
Until
can
my
double
death.
it up and all that.
all right. Just
Right. If they try to chop it down, they might get extra damage.
all right. So
It's on.
the giants are now very confused.
All right.
3 of them walk over to the door and start banging on the wall of ice.
All right.
They seem a little panicked.
Now I'm gonna cast a spell. All right.
Okay.
You ready for my spell?
What are you casting?
This is interesting.
Oh, wonderful. What is the effect of the confusion
The
spell?
confusion spell, except the spell is identical to the 7th level druid spell. Confusion, however, it affects a basic 2 to 16 creatures. How many fire giants are
There are 10 total.
there? 10. All right.
So
we
roll
2d8.
2d8.
All right. Humana. I pull out a little 3 nutshells and I throw them down on the ground all at one time. They all crack open at the one time. And I affect 3 fire giants.
Oh boy.
It's all right. We've limited their ability to contact the rest of the giants. So we just go ahead and kill them.
I'm about to limit it further. It's my turn.
Confusion. 80 feet, 1 round per level. Area of effect 40 by 40.
Mm-hmm.
I roll a percentile die. You want me to roll a percentile die for tell you what your
I understand it's a bloodbath, but do we have to go charging into it?
Oh, and
This
I'm
is
sorry, I was mistaken. There's 8 giants, not 10. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. So I had affected 2 of them.
This
Yes.
is gonna be like a horse.
The
panicked
first
horse
one-
running around in a hospital.
97 attacks druid
It's
or
gonna
his
be
party
amazing.
for 1 round, and the other one is 40. What is that? 49 which is stand confused for 1 round.
49.
All right.
Okay, so we've got one who is under a suggestion spell. 2 that are confused. All right. So the one that's confused.
How many are pounded on the wall of ice?
3 of them are pounding on the wall of ice.
Right. So there's 1, 2, 3 on the ice. One's suggested. One's confused. One's attacking. That means there's only 2 left. That
Yep.
maybe have something to do.
All right.
3 pounding on a wall of ice, 2 confused giants, and 1 who's following my suggestion.
All right. So before we roll initiative, there are 3 pounding on the walls, 2 that are confused, one of which is just lashing out because confusion.
Right.
The one that's under the suggestion is still just sort of standing there because you told him to forget about you. So he's not quite sure what the hell's going on.
Oh, good.
And of the 2 that are not affected by anything else, they were both seated at the table. One of them stands up, scoops up a battle axe. It looks like it was made for a human, so it's more of a hand axe in his hand, and starts screaming. Now, you understand Fire Giant, and you understand Fire Giant.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This guy is basically some form of sergeant. He's screaming, "Get control of yourselves!" And trying to like rally his troops, and they're all over the place. The frost wall has really got those other 3 freaked out. Like they're suffering from giant claustrophobia at the moment, and there's all sorts of confusion. So let's toss initiative D10 for the party. Somebody roll. I'm sorry, D6. You go first.
4.
3. So the giants will act first. Now, there are many modifiers we could use in these battles.
Does dexterity modify initiative?
It can on an individual basis.
All right.
Do you have, if you're
The dwarf might have an advantage on dexterity.
I think it's a surprise adjustment.
it is a surprise
All
adjustment.
right. Okay.
Since there is no surprise at this point. So,
Do we not have a surprise round?
well, not if you took the time to get all 4 of you on the ground. The sudden hole opening was the first clue, and then there was enough time for this suggested giant to get you guys on the ground. So they would have all been trying to figure out what the hell's going on until the ice wall appeared, and then confusion happened.
If I was a powerful wizard, I would have just dropped an ice storm spell through the hole.
This
So-
is 20 feet by 30 feet.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And when they're pounding away on it, I think, does it do damage? Let me look it up.
Okay.
They're going to have to roll for it.
Mm-hmm.
Wall of ice.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I do.
So 3 of them pound on the wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've just been like going in.
I'll just, if they
Yeah,
start
let me know if they do damage.
if they start
Sounds pretty
getting through
exciting.
there, I'm just gonna encase them in.
Maybe now.
In other
You
words,
should.
they have to
Too
climb
late.
through to the door. I'm just gonna
No,
cast
I get
another wall
action.
of ice on them. All right, so that they're trapped in there. All right, where
Very
does she get the
useful
wall of
one.
ice here. I'm looking it up.
Okay.
You got? I'm sure there's one coming over to chop
So
my head off.
there's 2 of them, except you're still invisible. You haven't attacked anything yet.
That's quite true. Who is visible?
Question: when you say
Nobody's visible.
distances in this,
Mhm.
you have the. Is it really 4 inches?
It's
40
tabletop inches. You're
40
talking about 40 feet.
Thank you.
And
Did you say 40?
to make it more confusing, if you're outdoors, it's 40 yards.
Why don't you say 4?
That's just the way they did it.
Because
kinda
it was
chainmail, wasn't
designed
it?
for
Yeah,
miniatures.
I think they redesigned it in the 2nd edition. Just throwing that out there.
Wise decision.
Yeah.
Okay. So when can I go?
Okay, so let me go down the list. These 3 are pounding on the wall. This one is still just standing there because he suggested. One is confused and spending this whole round basically staring off into space. The other one is taking a random attack into the air, but he's at -4 because you're all invisible, and that is going to hit Jack and shit. So, the 2 competent ones are fanning out to try to cover as much of the room as possible, but they're also striking blind. So the first one
Right.
swings his club, 12, and hits armor class. That still hits armor class -2, but it's random who he's going after.
Also
because he
-4?
can't see any of you. Hmm?
Also -4. Blind.
That's with the -4.
Oh, they get hit real easy.
All right. It's swinging for Funkin. He hits at -2. Funkin's a -4, so it goes right past your head.
Okay.
All right. The other one is going to hit someone who's not Funkin. This one's going after Redmond. He is at -4.
We
That
need
9
the
minus 6. He hits armor class 3. That's a clean miss. So his axe goes like right over. He's looking for someone taller. I mean, they're giants.
All right. Well, here's an update.
Sure.
A fire-using creature. Do these casts qualify as fire-using creatures? Will suffer 3 hit points per inch of thickness.
Okay. So I'm going to apply damage to each of those guys, which makes them even more panicked.
Okay, that's -3 each, I guess.
So same as range spells than melee for us.
Yes.
Anybody range?
I need to cast a spell.
Well, oh, is it our turn?
It's your
I
turn.
fucking cone of cold 'em with
Range
my-
attacks first,
All right, I'm
followed by spell casting.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
no,
cone
it's
of cold
strong.
them.
Okay, so anybody attacking ranged?
6 hit dice. I am cone of cold.
Okay, that's okay. Spells, and then everyone else is melee or something else.
Yep.
Excellent. Spell, please.
All right, this is a 6d6. I'm assuming that it might be +1 per hit dice. All ones are rolled as 2s. There's saving throw versus 1 applicable. All right, so I'm gonna do 8, 16, and 22
Right.
plus 6.
And
8,
that's
16,
the damn psionics
28.
rules. I don't want the psionics rules.
28. I do 28 hit points of damage with my cone of cold. I guess I'm gonna get the guys that are on the wall of ice.
Okay.
So I'm gonna aim it towards, and I guess I can catch.
And you said this is versus wand.
Yes, word versus one. I'm gonna get this guy in the middle right here too.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna be. Okay, that's an attack, so I'm visible now.
You are now visible, but let's see. So, what was that total damage?
28.
All right.
I need some more dice.
Save. So he takes 14. And then the next 3. Fails the save, takes the full 28. Fails the save, takes the full 28.
Okay, and there's just that one guy who is under a confusion spell.
Right. And he makes the save and takes 14.
Okay.
All right. So, you have hit them all with frost. They're unhappy. And now the leader's like, "What?" Okay.
I wave at him. Howdy.
So right now they can only see the one. Hi.
Alright.
Looking for this? Thank you.
Oh, you wanna go?
All right.
go.
So who wants to go?
I want to go.
Alright, go.
All right. Well, let's start.
I want to cast a spell
Oh, you're casting.
because it's spell casting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to fill up that whole end of the room with a massive swirling endless blades.
Blade barrier.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to. Okay, so I looked, and it doesn't have to be like a line or anything. It can be like an area.
No, you can choose what is hit and what is not with your blade barrier.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just chop up all those 5 guys, the sergeant and the guys at the door, and
These guys.
yeah, they could seriously put a cramp
That
on our
whole
style.
end of the room is now blade barriered.
It's all
Okay.
Yeah.
Damage, and does a save apply?
Damage. It's gonna be giblets. And hold on. Well, it's like a 6th level spell.
Oh,
Giblets?
Yeah. Like turkey bits, but fire
I
giants.
mean, they're gonna be giblets.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah.
Got it.
Oh boy, 88 points of damage. Roll that beautiful bean footage, which is a entirely not period reference.
I'm fantastic. Seriously, I have like 86.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there were baked beans in the 70s, but no Bush's commercials.
all right. So this is
Don't know.
hold on. This is 46.
Okay.
1, 3, 7, 8. Hold on.
48.
No, it's 88.
No, you said 46.
Oh gosh, hold on a second. I lost count. So I got 8. This is the first chunk of damage.
Mhm.
8, 9, 10.
8 on 48.
I know.
Okay.
Well, I gotta go with the dice roll. It's fair.
What is
Hold
the
on.
total?
Hold on. 8 plus 2 is 10. Plus 5 is 15. Plus 4 is 19. 19 plus 7 is 26. 26 points of damage. To all of them.
You
All
see
5.
the look on his face.
I'm quite a tactical thinker.
Mm.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you sure about your math?
Go me.
What was that number again?
26 points of damage.
26? Are you sure?
26. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched.
So, the sergeant takes 26 points of damage. All right, and then who else got caught? Mr. Confusion.
Yeah.
Got caught for 26 points.
And the 3 loud guys at the door, who really it was them I wanted to shut
And
up.
the 3 guys at the door are dead, horribly sliced up, fairly sliced up, really sliced up. So that blade barrier just,
Nice job.
yeah.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
In Japan, the foot can split wood. All right. Now, any more casting? No? Melee time.
No.
Or no, wait, are you casting?
I was going to. Yeah.
I thought I had asked who was casting.
He wanted to go first.
It's important. Plainly.
Yes.
Okay, well, we have more casting.
Yeah.
We got a lot of matches in this part.
We do. And who was the guy that was mortally wounded?
This one's pretty badly cut up.
Uh-huh.
This guy does not look like he's entirely happy. He still looks pretty solid.
Right, so the sergeant with magic missile.
Okay. How many missiles? You are a 5th level.
4.
So, okay.
Wait, don't you got your own dice there?
So that's D4.
D4 plus 1. 4 times. There is no save. There is no
2.
dodge.
6. 9. 14.
All right, you have now decloaked. Both of you have.
Excitamente.
All right. The sergeant's starting to look a little wobbly, but wobbly for a fire giant is still pretty butch. So he eats the glowing arrows. And now,
Time to open up a can of whooping.
now that your friends are finally done with their casty spelly,
Thank you.
So, how many
Spelly.
attacks? Is it just
Casty
one?
spellies.
Okay, it's fine.
I'm not seeing here how many.
that is a very, very good point.
He's a, what level fighter?
9th.
I think he gets
2 attacks.
2 attacks, yeah.
Well, I guess the guy in front of the headless mage is gonna get whacked 2 times.
All right, let's do this then. 2 attacks.
First attack. Oh,
What?
it's not good.
What
Keep
was
the
it?
5.
Oh.
So a 5. Did you add the plus 3 for your hammer?
And also your extra stuff for your strength. Because, wait, no. It wouldn't be. If he threw it, he wouldn't get a strength bonus, would he?
No,
Yeah.
no,
This is
I'm
a missile
I'm
weapon.
That's
hitting
hurl.
it melee.
Oh, never mind.
Otherwise, I don't get multiple attacks.
You get a hit bonus and you get a damage bonus.
Oh,
It should be listed there next to the hammer at the bottom of the page.
Yes.
Gets
So
plus 5.
So I hit armor class 0.
That's enough to hit.
Bam.
Wow.
Roll some damage.
What'd you roll? A 5?
5.
That's all you need to hit on plus 0?
At 9th level with a strength bonus
Woo,
and
okay.
a plus 3 hammer.
This ain't gonna
And,
last long.
That's helpful.
okay.
I knew we could take on 9 fire giants. Right from the beginning.
See, when you said bloodbath, I was thinking.
The other way around?
Well, Curtis.
We're just gonna.
All right, so do some damage.
Hammer damage.
Against a larger than man-sized creature,
2d4.
your hammer does
I should write that.
1d6 plus bonuses. So you'll get the plus 3 and then whatever your strength bonus is. It should already be factored in.
Doesn't he have gauntlets of ogre power?
Negative.
Not on
But he
this
does
guy.
have an 18/74 strength.
That's plus 5.
It should be
plus
listed.
7.
I've got it. here.
Doesn't a dwarf get a plus
Da- da- da-
against? Does a dwarf get a plus against giants?
No, rangers do though.
So it was 1d6
plus the bonuses.
Plus bonuses, so 9 damage.
9 damage.
Feel very inadequate versus that 26.
Well, that wasn't me
Yes,
really.
but you
That
can
was
do that
was
all
a
day
hell of a blow.
long.
that was St.
There
Cuthbert.
is that.
Well
So
done.
there's also attack number 2.
All right, so roll attack number 2.
4. You rolled a 4.
You hit armor class 1 then.
You're
You hit
hosed.
armor class 1, which is still enough to hit. Roll damage.
Well,
Oh, well done.
apparently I'm going to hit this guy on the foot a couple
You've
of
got
times.
to be joking, really?
And that is 12.
I don't have a sense of humor.
Nice.
So you just did a
What?
total of 21 damage?
What armor classes are the giants?
That's awfully good.
Well, they're worse
4.
than AC2.
See.
I bet you they're 3 and
I think
4.
you may have inflicted an orthopedic injury on the
So
guy.
in that case, as long as I don't roll a 1, I'm good.
All right, so that's all the actions for this round.
Beginning of next round, I get to
Beginning
roll
of
confusion.
next round. Oh, confusion still happens.
Yeah.
Is
First
it-
one, 60.
Is it the same 2 that were affected last time?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think they get a saving throw again either.
Okay.
I should have kept this open on the page.
One of them.
Is that from a scroll? Is that why the description's not?
No, it's from the spell.
Oh, okay.
I
Because
got
I thought
it memorized.
I had all of the spell descriptions in the packet. I thought.
It's a 7th level druid spell. Confusion. So the first one attacks nearest creature, and the second one wanders away for 1 turn.
Okay.
I guess you don't roll for another turn with that guy.
All right. So this guy wanders away for a turn,
And the other guy attacks the nearest creature.
He's got good.
which
Either
is
the sergeant but they're still in the blade barrier.
the sergeant's over here.
Oh, the sergeant's over
I think
here?
you guys should push. that
Well,
back
he's still
into the
stuck in
barrier.
the blade barrier. So this guy would attack the fire giant next to him.
But this was the confused guy.
Oh, that
These
was
two
the
guys.
confused. So I guess he does attack the sergeant.
All right.
Okay, let's see what happens. A 4. I don't think that's quite going to do it, but I'll check anyway. 4 hits armor class 6. Nope.
Well, they're still in the blade barrier, though.
And they will take damage for the blade barrier.
Yeah.
All right. So those 2 have acted, and then did we roll initiative for this round? No, we did. Roll initiative.
Okay.
They got a 6. Unless you tie them, you guys go first.
I rolled a 2.
You guys go first. So any
Yay.
ranged attacks?
Yay!
No ranged attacks. Any spell attacks?
Well.
Go ahead and roll damage for that blade barrier. How long does it stay up?
36 rounds.
Summon them batch.
It's gonna be going for about half an hour, guys.
You can always dispel it.
I can, but I think
All
we
right.
should use it.
Roll the damage.
We should leave it in place as a nasty surprise when we go back out the roof. 1, 7. That's a 10, 10, 18. 18 plus.
I'm sure this guy's
Oh,
dead.
Yeah, he's toast.
18 plus 6. Hold on, 18. Okay, that's 21. 28. 30. Hold on. 34. 42. 42
All
points of
right, the
damage.
sergeant's dead. Confusion guy is dead. Blade barrier took all of them out. That leaves us with, it looks like 2 giants.
Yep.
Okay, one of which,
I love my job.
well, 2 giants and then this guy who's like, what?
One for
Wandering
one turn.
off. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the blade barrier.
Yeah.
Anybody casting this round?
No.
All right, melee attacks. Let's start over here.
David Bowie's going down.
Often.
Thank you.
I think I definitely hit on that one.
All right, roll damage, please.
$11.
All right, that's a nice, solid hit. Go again. Oh, you get 3 attacks this round because it's 3 out of 3 every 2, or
That's
Gets
3.
1 attack this round, 2 next round.
Right, I thought it was
Because
2,
then when
1,
he's a
2,
higher
1.
level, 12th level to 18th level, he gets 2 attacks per round. So he gets 2
you're
attacks
right.
in a
It's 1 round. This, my bad.
Yeah.
I misheard. I thought it was a 5-2, but or 3-2. Never mind. All right. They should make these rules simpler. Okay.
Maybe
If only they could.
if they come up with a second edition, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, because I don't actually have to concentrate or anything to keep that barrier up. I'm just gonna run right through the gap between those two, and I'm gonna give that the one that's the little green and blue woman, except it's a fire giant. I'm gonna give that one a whack in the kneecap if I can.
That's
for it.
very slick.
Okay. Hey, Gray Slick. Sorry about wrecking your kneecap. All right, so here's my attack, and I only get like one a turn because I'm a cleric. I rolled a 2, which is not enough to hit because my attack goes like a 14, and I have no, I missed.
You missed.
I did.
Okay.
I tried though.
Right. So can I get to the guy that's starting off?
You've got a movement of 12, and that's 40 feet, so no, probably not.
Right. So I'm gonna. Who's right in front of me?
Which one are you?
Dunno. So I guess I'll hit Bowie.
All right, David Bowie.
With my wacky whack sword. Well, didn't say type of sword, so don't know the damage.
It's a longsword. The
Right, so
damage,
It's
yes. Against a giant-sized creature, however, it's a
D6.
D12.
D12.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Don't forget the magic bonus.
Oh yes, +2 and +2 is +4, right?
Yes, right.
Don't forget to wear your goat leggings.
18.
That's a hit. Roll damage,
It's
please.
a palpable hit.
12 plus 2 is 14.
Excellent.
What's your strength?
Strength is 15. So
It's
it's
actually-
+2 to damage, +2 for the sword. So yes, so 16.
16
Yeah,
damage.
sorry.
All right.
Wow.
That giant is sliced open at the gut, using one arm to hold its intestines in and the other to raise its club towards you.
Awesome.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to try to drop that one he just injured with a magic missile.
Okay.
But I'm just going to shoot 3 at him, and then I'm going to shoot 1 at David Bowie.
Okay.
So here's the injured giant's going to get 5, 10, 15 hit points of
I
damage.
cannot read a single number on that die.
And then David Bowie's going to get 3. I didn't drop that guy.
Thank you, by the way.
Okay,
Thank
Gray Slick goes down, David
Excellent.
Bowie goes down. There's only one giant left and he's confused.
All right.
So, do you roll a different confusion effect this round?
He's confused for a turn.
Oh.
I mean, he's wanders off for a turn.
Okay.
I guess we could just hang him. Just throw a rope around his neck. And
Good
choke him.
guys.
I could.
Do we have to go past him to explore?
Can you just
You
push,
have to go past the blade
Can you
barrier
just-
and the ice wall.
Can you just push him into the blade barrier?
I guess we could just push him into the blade.
Come on, guys.
It's a fire giant. I don't think we're gonna move him around.
Let's try it.
Plus, he's not paying attention to us, so
Well, we
I
can
don't
throw a
care
rope
about it.
around him and kind of drag him, but I didn't cut our rope.
I
off
don't-
to him.
care.
Maybe he could help us. Anybody have a charm spell?
No, I can't charm him.
I think we should get out of here.
Maybe we should just kill him.
Suggestion is gone,
Yeah.
and charm is only charm person.
We should
think
kill
we're
him
just- We're just going to have to hack him to death.
because no witnesses, and then we need to vanish, and then they have half an hour trying to get in their room.
No, they don't know we're there. We done snuck
I
in. They don't
know.
know we're there.
I know, but then we vanish for a little while. We let them get nervous, and then we go around to another
Well,
wall.
I think we know I don't have any more pass wall. That's a scroll.
Okay.
I think we're going to open the door.
So
and
if we
peek
get
down
past the
hallway.
blade barrier and the ice wall, we can explore without bothering to kill
Yes.
Nunny Socks over there.
No.
We'll have the
You
whole
can
fortress
dispel
on
the
us.
blade barrier, can you not?
I can.
All right.
All right. I
But
know.
How do we get through the ice wall?
Well, it eventually goes away after a
I'll
certain
take
amount of
care of
turns,
this
amount of rounds.
All right.
It only lasts for.
I'll make it safe.
All right. The blade barrier goes down, leaving a grisly scene of sliced up fire giants.
Should we haul them up on the roof?
Can the ice wall be disbanded like the blade
There's
barrier?
probably a bit of blood
Okay,
everywhere,
well,
and
no.
I'm pretty sure they heard them pounding on the
It's
ice
a
wall.
it's
I
a
don't know.
wand effect, so it'll
That's why I kind of
I
go
don't know
away
if it-
when
I don't know if it's.
So
gonna-
it creates it, and that's it. It's there.
it's there until the
Period.
duration ends.
Let me see what
Which
the duration
is
is.
what?
The wall of ice. Wall of ice is. Fuck, it's hard to find. And I don't know if they
It's
heard
not in the
anything.
packet.
Okay,
That's not in the packet.
They might eventually get into a fight. It's 1 turn per level. Ooh, that's a long time.
yeah. And wands are considered to be 12th level.
So that would be 120.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Oh.
That gives us some time to kind of arrange the.
So, arranged what?
I don't know, like we can put the fire giants on one corner or haul them out onto the roof or.
They have anything interesting on them?
Ah, that's a very good question. So, at the foot of each of the 10 cots that are in this room, there's a chest at the end of each cot, like a foot locker.
Lovely. Open them.
There's also, oh, okay. So, since you've got 2 hours, it's easy to find that each of the trolls had what would be to you a large sack, what would be to them something like a belt pouch or a small sack.
You mean fire giant, right?
Fire giants, my bad.
Yeah,
what did I say? Trolls?
Trolls. You said trolls.
My
You're a
bad.
troll.
Fire giants. Fire giants. Okay. Each of them has what appears to be their most recent payroll. A few giant-sized handfuls of gold and silver coins. If you take the time to count it,
Well, we got time. We got 2 hours.
if you take the time to count it, there's about 450 in silver and 120 in gold.
I would like to lodge a complaint. There is no bag of holding anywhere here.
The thief had one.
Oh, really?
Well, you needed somebody to keep you patched up, so I played a cleric.
We need another dimension to put this gold in.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll haul it all up to the roof and leave it on the roof.
How long does the hole last?
As far as I know, it'll last forever. I don't
It's
know.
permanent.
Will all the gold fit in his bag of holding?
Whose bag of holding?
Who's bag of holding?
His. You just said he had a bag of
I
holding.
said
He's
the
a
thief
cleric.
had one. You guys didn't take the thief.
He's a cleric.
I'm playing a cleric. Because I don't want everyone to die and then for me to be the last person to carry stuff
How
around.
heavy is 400 pieces of silver? They're this big.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And silver's a nice light metal.
It's like 4 rolls of quarters.
Is
Actually,
it though? Is it though? Is
In-
it though?
in AD&D, coins weighed quite a bit more.
Well, that's like I say, we just
So-
haul it up to the roof.
1 silver coin, £1 sterling.
Not quite, but encumbrance was done in coins with 10 coins to the pound.
The pass wall ends after.
Big coins, apparently.
So,
The pass wall ends 20 minutes after the wall of ice goes down.
Okay.
how many coins again?
10 coins to the pound.
No. How many coins?
Oh, sorry. 400 silver and 120 gold.
Okay, so it's what?
40
52
pounds.
52 pounds.
Let's put it in a chest, haul it up to the roof, climb back down in, and start sneaking around.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we'll put it in a sack. Can we all put it in one sack? Just take it?
Keys. Does the sergeant have keys?
Ah.
Yes,
Good
we
thinking.
All right. Searching the sergeant. On his person, you find no keys. However, you do find that axe he's carrying was an exceptional piece of equipment for these giants. It was a normal human-sized battle axe, and it's got an exceptional edge to it. It seems to be quite a fine weapon and catches your attention. Let's see. Also, in that general area where the sergeant fell, they had almost a brass monkey of boulders set up. All of fairly uniform size that would say fit in the palm of a fire giant's hand, stacked neatly along the wall near the door.
I guess that answers the question, where did they get all those rocks from?
Probably from the rock quarry.
Probably.
probably something they're going to throw at us.
Well, that might have been
So,
thrown in.
I hadn't thought much further.
along the lines of my good companion here, more searching persons, purses, undercuts,
Secret
on the
doors.
table.
Secret compartments in the treasure chests.
Okay.
He's
He's
an
very
elf.
methodical.
Indeed he is. And because you're an elf,
Thank
you
you.
have found that there is a secret door in one of the 3 pillars carved into the wall.
Hey guys, look what I found!
Cool.
Wow, that's pretty neat.
Well, I'm glad we brought the pointy-eared guy because he can sure find them like seams in the stone.
You have found
Yes.
a compartment that slides open, and inside are these fire giants' life savings.
Oh.
You find bags and bags that amount to 7,842 gold pieces, and some gem-studded jewelry that looks like it's seen better days, but is probably worth quite a bit of money just for the gold and the gems it's constructed of.
We'll haul all that up to the roof.
So is that
Just 700 pounds of it.
Yeah.
7,842 gold?
Gold.
Gold. So that's a grand total of 8,242 gold.
That's a
and-
lot of gold.
and
Don't-
400
I could have
silver.
found an
Can
Abbey
we
with
level
that.
in the middle of the adventure?
I suppose you could. Not in a tournament,
Not a
but since we're
tournament,
doing
though.
it this way, I
We
suppose
do a
you
tournament. Let's do a
could.
tournament style. I like tournament style.
Hang on a second. I want to carry all of this.
You can't carry on.
Can we say that can we say that the thief was my cousin, and he lent me his bag of holding?
You pick those 4 characters.
All right.
Oh shoot!
I'm not saying a bag of holding wouldn't be ridiculously useful.
And also, that's a grand total of 836 pounds of weight.
Well, we haul it all up to the roof
I'll be right back.
On what?
with the rope and the dwarf.
With a rope and a dwarf.
Yeah.
Is that like a wing and a prayer?
Just eat the gold, then climb up, and then vomit the gold
Look,
out.
we just have the dwarf climb up there, and then we put it in the chest, then we put the rope around the chest, and the dwarf hauls it up, sets it down, and then climbs down.
Fine.
Simple as that.
We'll get it later then, since we apparently aren't leaving yet. So
Well, we got it on the roof. So, all right. So now after after 2 hours have passed, which I'm going to say we're getting pretty close to the 2-hour mark here, ain't we?
Mhm.
After that happens, then we got 20 minutes, and then the pass wall goes away, so we won't be able to escape from here. So we've effectively burned the boats.
So
Death of glory, guys.
we could probably
I have an idea.
go ahead.
Why don't we go back up through the hole, sit and wait for a little while, see what commotion ensues, and then walk in the front door with invisibility.
Well, we kind of whack these guys out, but again, if we walk in the front door and you guys are clanking around, they're for sure to hear you.
That's why I'm going to take my armor off,
But-
and I'm going to wrap it up in a blanket, and we're going to be real quiet like.
If we got 20 minutes, we can reconnoiter around here for 20 minutes. I mean, we go round by round. So we've effectively got 19 rounds or maybe 18 rounds to explore from. I'm gonna go over to the door when the ice thing goes down,
Sure.
and I'm gonna open the door.
You have a long hallway leading south.
I like that idea.
Is there anybody out south?
Character.
I like that idea. Except, wouldn't if
We're
one of them
already
come
in.
out, then won't
There's
they raise
nobody
the
in
alarm?
that hallway.
Then
The
even
hallway
more
goes
will
south
I'm
for
just wondering
90
if I
feet
can turn.
and then turns
It's possible.
west
All right.
90 degrees.
So I'm gonna close the door, and I said, "There's nobody out in the hallway. Who's invisible and who could be invisible and quiet?"
I was just saying, right now we have stealth, and so
Anybody
look around
besides
and
me
stuff.
could be quiet, and I could just give you this ring.
That's right. Well, doesn't he have some?
I'm totally quiet.
Why don't you give him the ring? and
Elven
have
cloak's not going to help us inside the fortress, but invisibility ring will make you invisibility.
And you got the boots. You got them in the quiet, soft, felty lap boots.
Well,
Why don't you go run around inside here and check things out and come back to us? And then maybe we'll run out through the roof if we think it's too tough. Or if you think we can get the drop on the Fire Giant King. Because we all four, if we attacked him, he'd die.
I don't mind
How-
running away.
How close is my cloak to invisibility?
There's no reason
Invisible.
why. There's no reason why he can't borrow his ring of invisibility.
I'll do it. I just don't want you to not have it.
Okay.
Of course, you can't wear more than two rings.
So you guys are going to start.
Because you have a pro ring and a ring of regeneration.
Wait, do they conflict?
yeah.
I thought you could have a ring on each hand, and they and it
He
wouldn't.
has 2
Oh, already.
already.
Never mind.
Does he have a ring of protection? I have the ring of protection.
No, I've got one.
Oh.
So you both have one.
So that does conflict with the.
You can only have 2 rings in operation at a time.
I'll give him my protection. We'll swap for a second.
Ooh, that makes him feel
Okay.
That's probably better.
And it's a bonus to saving throws as well, as if you need them.
Yes.
The dwarf's got like +4 to almost every
Almost all of them,
magic-based
yeah.
save.
So you guys going to be hauling the gold up to the hole
Yes.
while I'm looking around?
I guess I'll be
Right.
helping.
I'm going to leave the door open and keep my eye out.
Yes, peasant.
I'm going to have it just cracked open just a little bit.
All right, so
Just
you
a tiny
sneak
bit.
your way down the hall to where it curves.
Very sneaky.
The hallway takes a 90-degree turn to the west. It remains 20 feet wide and goes way off into the distance. However, because there are torches, you can see all the way to the other end of the hall. About 10, 20, 30. About 110 feet ahead of you, it opens up into a larger hall that looks like it goes north-south. There's a pillar right in the middle holding the ceiling up, and you see the edge of another pillar at the edge of the hallway. However, there is a door in the south wall, only about 40 feet from where you're standing, and it's flanked by a pair of fire giants who are standing guard.
Interesting.
You want me to map that? So he went out to the door and went which way? To the left or to the right?
He would have turned right if he's facing south.
Oh, he's facing south. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are coming from a room to the north. He traveled south and then turned right. And there's this long hallway, but about 40 feet up, there's a pair of double doors guarded by a pair of giants.
Okay.
And then in the distance, there's a larger hall that seems to cross this one.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Where did all the blood go?
Still around.
All over the floor.
Okay, I was just wondering if it like, if it like beat it up and like rolled under a door. Or...
Nothing like that.
Okay.
Well,
Don't ever give the dungeon master ideas.
Sorry.
You conceal your own fate.
so he went down straight. Can I look to the left and see anything?
There's nothing to the left. The hallway comes down and turns west.
So there's only one way we can
Only
go.
one way you can go.
Well, we got to take up. You got to draw these two fire giants. Oh, I can't talk to you. I'm sorry.
You know an enemy.
That's right.
So how far away am I from? 40 feet?
Yep, 40 feet from these two giants.
And how much taller than me are they?
They're about 15 feet tall.
15, so about double. So
Well, you're a D&D elf, so about 5'6" is a good solid height. Yeah.
So I am invisible and I am quiet. So I'm gonna get real close to them.
Okay. You have the elven boots on, so you're able to creep up pretty close without making a whole lot of noise.
Can I peek inside the room and see how many fire giants is inside?
The doors are actually closed.
They're closed. Right?
Now, you do speak fire giant, right?
Yes.
All right. They're mumbling at each other, and one of them's like, "You sure we shouldn't check it out? It's been awfully quiet." The other one says, "Oh, it's nothing. They're probably just fighting over a dice game."
Right. And what are they wearing?
They are wearing armor made of big blackened scales. It's like scale mail armor.
What weapons?
They are both carrying large clubs.
Large clubs. Right. So, how far away is the other large hallway past them?
That is another 50 feet past them.
50 feet past them. Can I creep down there and what's in there?
All right. You creep down to the large hall. As you get closer, you can see that the hall doesn't actually continue much farther to the north. It's more of an alcove where another two giants are standing watch. Equally bored. But when you look to the left, down the south direction, this long hallway has regular pillars every 20 feet down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
And you see another pair of double doors on the west wall. This one is guarded not by trolls, but by a pair of 7-foot hyena men
Hyena men.
with poleaxes.
Am I around?
No, we're back in the
Okay.
we're in
Sorry.
that big old room. What you got to say?
No, it just, I happen to maybe know a word or phrase or two of giant hyena man for whatever reason.
There's snow.
I know.
Yeah.
Gnolls.
Do you know they're there?
No.
No, you don't know.
I'm on the roof helping to haul up another bag of gold.
I'm sorry.
Like 50 of them.
So quickly, I want to get between them. So here's the giants in the hallway, and here's the giants guarding the door.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I want to go here, and I want to kind of half, somewhere between a whisper and a normal voice,
Mm-hmm.
right? Something in fire giant that was insulting to a fire giant, as
I
if it's
see.
coming from the direction of the hallway.
So basically,
What do you say?
Tom, I don't know.
Your mom wears freezer bags. Or something.
Oh, what's a fire giant insult?
That frost giant sure had a good time with your mom.
with your mom. I saw that coming. I don't know.
Mom
Your,
jokes.
your mother
Classic.
mates out of season.
Yes.
So,
You must have come from a clown group of fire giants, because you sure look funny when you cough. I don't know. Something dumb.
Okay.
so you're attempting to draw the giants further away from the rest of the
door.
party,
Yeah.
from the door. All right. Let's see if they're dumb enough.
Stay cool.
Stay frosty.
Okay.
I still got lots of charges on my phone.
These giants are not entirely bright, and they figure that the
Winter
other
is
giants
coming.
might have just
Too soon.
said some crap. And so the two of them walk about 20 feet down the hall. Their backs are now to where your allies are. And they're like, "What did you say?" And the other two fire giants poke their heads around. They're like, "We didn't say anything."
How close are the giants with their backs to me?
How close do you want them to be? Where were you hiding? How far would you have hidden?
I was halfway in between.
About halfway in between?
Yeah. they'll
Okay,
be
so
between
in
the
this
doors and the
case,
hallway.
in this case, they're still another 10, 12 feet from you.
From me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they came 20 feet away from their guard post. You were halfway between the two sets of giants. They came this way. You're still right here.
So you're right in
So
front
I'm
of
gonna call him a name in fire giant.
All right.
One of the fire giants in the hallway, not the one who just said, "What did you say to me?"
Mhm.
But the one who's in the hallway.
Butthead,
All right.
fuckface.
So those two come walking off their post. They're now staring down the other fire giants and accusing each other of questioning each other's parentage and things like that.
This.
And so they're throwing insults and they're getting pretty colorful
Can I
with
peek?
one another.
Can I peek? I'm peeking out the door.
You can hear these giants yelling now. Like, you can look around the corner, and they're a good 100 feet down the hall, but they're not trying to be quiet. They're, like, calling each other all kinds of vile things in Fire Giant.
What's the range on my wand? Just whatever the spell is?
Whatever the range of the spell is.
Maybe I can cast another wall of frost, wall of ice in front of that double doors.
Oh, basically cutting them off from their guard post?
That's right.
Can these guys
You know, if I hadn't
Yeah.
never mind.
Of course, it uses two charges.
Well, if I hadn't dispelled the blade barrier, you couldn't have stuck your head out and found out if there's anyone there, so it's moot.
It's 120 feet.
120. That's you can lay down that wall of ice wherever you want it in this hallway.
Well, what I'm not sure what I'm seeing, but what I'm trying to do. They're standing in front of the door. They step away from the door. Then I put the wall of
you're
ice
kind of
there,
drop the wall of ice,
and they can't get to the door.
except that might cut you off,
Oh,
and
I
he
see.
can't see you because you're invisible.
But I hear
That's
him.
true.
I hear. Can I tell his voice, being intelligent, that he's the one that's maybe not.
Not really.
right.
No. But do it. It's what your character would do to it.
Well, are they arguing and shit like that?
Yes, they are.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna tiptoe. I don't got any armor on. I'm
Alright.
gonna tiptoe on down there so I can get into a good position.
Okay.
So I can wall off the door.
Okay.
Would I catch any of them in the wall?
Do
You
I see
certainly
him?
could.
Do I see
You
him?
cast invisibility.
Oh, okay. Because if I saw him, that might give me impetus to go towards
Maybe I
him.
bump into him. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So I cast invisibility, and then I cast.
Do these two here?
You guys can hear the troll, or the giants screaming.
Then I cast Wall of Ice, so I wall off that big old double door.
Sounds like somebody cheesed them off pretty good.
All right. Call odd or even, and then
God.
roll a d6 to see if you're cut off from the rest of the party.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I've moved, I've maneuvered. I'm not sure. See, I can't see what I'm doing here.
Okay. So,
I'm like one of the popular kids.
here's the
now.
room you were in.
Yeah.
You come over here. The dwarf's standing here because he's yelling, trying to get these guards over here, which he did, and these guards out here, which he did. But the dwarf is still between these two sets of guards that are screaming at each other.
I see.
Elf,
So this is
forgive him.
This
you
is me. And
Oh,
this
I'm
is
sorry,
me.
the elf. You're the dwarf.
Yeah.
He's got the dwarf's
I know, we all look alike.
ring. Oh.
We all look like.
Demi-humans.
That's terrible.
Demi-humans
right?
of the world unite.
Yeah.
To think you get to know you as a person, you know?
Well,
Privilege
this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be right
Human
here.
privilege.
It's just a decent
Okay.
thing to
And I'm going
do.
to cast a wall of ice right along here. Like that.
Along there.
My intent
Yeah.
was to occupy them while you guys went and
Wow.
explored, though.
Okay.
But that didn't work out.
Oh.
Because I didn't
In
tell
fact,
you that.
I know your drawing isn't quite accurate. It would effectively seal off this area right here.
Yeah,
I'm
because
terrible at
this is 30 feet
communication
right
myself.
No,
here.
I
So
just-
you
I
could
didn't know
seal
it was
that
30
whole thing off with a 30-foot ice.
Oh, I didn't mean
And
to
this
complain.
double
Terrible
doors too.
That would be that would use 2 sets of ice
You're
walls.
I think I could do it with one. Let me see. How
Okay.
wide was it?
Okay.
30 feet. Because I don't have to do 20 feet thick.
Right, because this is 30 feet wide by itself.
I would love to get the other two giants down the whole way in on this.
Well, there's knolls, but we don't know that. This is
Really?
walls 1 inch thick per level of experience. So that means it's 100, so it's 12 inches thick. A 10-foot square area per level, so that's 120 feet.
Holy crap! Yes, you can do that.
Right. So let's see how much ice wall I can make here. So if it's 120 feet, I could
10,
double it
20,
up.
30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, in actual scale, it would take you 90 feet to wall this off and block this.
Okay. So that's what I do. And I haven't appeared yet. I'm still invisible.
Yeah,
Of course,
because
they
that's
might.
not an attack.
I say I use my wand. I say it real quiet when I speak the command word.
Are they still arguing getting into it?
They are, and then this ice wall starts. What would you like to try to?
Well, if they're busy arguing, I would like to go back and get these gents.
Okay. And
Please.
you are not caught because you are nice and quiet. So you're heading back that direction as this
Yes.
wall of ice starts to form, cutting these giants off from this set of doors that was down here with the hyena men.
Good.
I really like your idea of seal then exterminate.
All right, so these 4 giants leap back away from that southern wall. All of a sudden, they're not upset with each other. They're like, "What the hell is that?"
Then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to cast another wall of ice.
Oh wow!
So tell me where they leap to. Basically, what I want to do is create a double thick wall of ice right here.
Holy crap!
So it's really thick. So they're caught inside this trap here. You know what I'm saying?
They're caught in a trap.
But if I don't
Oh,
have to
did you have
use
to
a
do
whole
that?
120 feet, I only have to
Oh.
use. And to take the knolls, they'd have to break through 2 layers of ice.
But too
Much baby.
All right.
Why did you do that?
Because now because we got 4 giants we can kill now.
It's like if ice had a king, you'd be the king of it.
No,
You're like an ice king.
All right.
So,
One giant leaps forward, one leaps backwards. One of them gets caught on this side of the wall.
Lovely.
There's now 3 giants trapped in this L stuck in the middle with you.
All right.
Aw.
oh, there you go.
Stuck in the middle with you.
All right, I'm waiting for the cavalry to show up.
We
Do
don't
I got
have any
another round
horses
to
here.
do something? They're all
All right, so are you guys coming up the hallway now?
I'm gonna poke my head out of the door and be like, "Hey, ugly."
In Fire Giant? No, just in general.
Well, the problem is aren't we way down over here?
Well, I'll do it in Hill
over
Giant
here is
just
where he
to
said he was
cheese
coming around the
them off.
corner.
Oh,
You hear
right
that?
there.
he said he's going to say that in Hill Giant.
Oh, well now.
Pero no,
Yes.
pero no sabes portugueso.
All right.
Not only do you insult him, but you insult him in what he considers to be an inferior form of his tongue.
Yes. He basically says pendejo
Right.
in a bad Hill Giant accent.
All right, so
They
the,
come.
the giants, seeing you, are starting to trundle up the hall with their clubs up.
So they run past me.
They'll run right past you two invisible people.
All right.
So let's go for an initiative. It's your turn to roll.
Yay.
The giants roll a 6. They're apparently not too swift on the uptake.
4. And how many giants?
3. One of them's trapped behind this wall.
Right, and the other 2 are...
There's 3 giants. There were 4 together. Now there are 3 that we've got isolated.
So 3 that are going to attack us.
Yes. All right. The giants.
Javelins.
Uh-oh.
What?
Javelins. You and your javelins.
I am saving the ice storm for more than 3 giants. I'm waiting till we get into a room of 20 giants, and then I'll cast ice storm.
Javelin of lightning bolts
Not
is
wasting
nothing
it
to
on
sneeze
2.
at.
Man, these walls of ice only cost me 1.
Because, like, I mean, you throw it, and it turns into a lightning
All right.
bolt. It's like you cast a lightning bolt spell.
So these 3 giants are pounding down the hallway,
Javelins.
going after the dwarf that
Javelins!
that just called them all sorts of crazy things.
Javelins, you shall not hurt my dwarf friend. You bastards.
All right.
How very dare you.
So, party has initiative. Any casting this round?
Range.
I'm gonna cast-
Okay, range attacks.
Range.
That's right. You've got a javelin.
Thank you. Javelins, I have 6.
So
it's
the
a
javelin
cone.
hits the target and then backwards fires lightning back towards you. So if you hit the lead giant, it will hit the giants behind it.
Right.
Yeah?
That's how it works?
Mm-hmm.
So it cones out from there.
That's straight out of the DMG.
All right, that's
right.
pretty
So
well.
Yeah,
the
it
cones
shoots
to
off
the
at
first
us.
one and the cones to the one behind
It
it.
shoots off in a straight line, but if it hits, like, a wall or something, it'll ricochet back.
So do I need to roll the width?
No, don't worry about the width.
All right. So it's
Just roll the attack.
Roll to hit.
1d6 plus 2.
Well, no, you have to roll to hit with the javelin, though.
Throw.
It's a D20.
There you go.
18 plus
You hit.
2, 20.
Yeah, and you have an 18 dex, so you would have had a bonus there. Yeah, that hit. So, boom, D6 plus 20 damage.
2, 20.
So 22 damage. And then saving throws for the other 2. Passed and failed.
So one takes 10 and one takes 20.
So this one takes 10, and the one behind it takes 20. That's going to be an interesting way to open this little fight. So, all of you see this javelin. Bright flash of white blue electricity, and you hear like this cackle going, "So be it, Jedi."
Oh.
And
Daisy!
That's noisy.
so these 3 fire giants sprawl against the walls, like all of them have smoking wounds, and they're all like, "Oh!" Who's next?
Me, while I'm doing Ice Storm.
Okay.
That does 9, 10, and 2, so that's 21 hit points of damage. No save.
No save.
But I'd say it does +3 per die roll, +1 per die roll for because it's ice.
Because it's ice.
So that's 26 hit points of damage to each one of them.
We're in the 26 points of damage club.
Is that like a thing?
So they
It is now.
down by some ice rocks.
So, an ice storm fills the room. Everything suddenly gets cold, and these giant boulders of ice are all over the place. And 2 of the giants are driven to their knees. One of them manages to stay on his feet, but they all look much, much worse for the wear. Who's next?
Well, I
already went.
I don't
You went-
think that I'm in range.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sink to my knees in prayer. I'm going to say my prayers, and I'm going to say theirs too.
Okay.
So I cast prayer.
You're casting prayer.
Do I appear after doing that?
Yes, that is an attack.
You do, but you can turn yourself back invisible. Instantly at will.
So you guys,
Yes.
for 12 rounds,
Thank you,
You
friend
bas-
dwarf.
You go bloop, blunk,
For 12 rounds.
Just take it easy on that there ring of
What
invisibility.
an eye contact.
You're
Bloody
gonna,
hobbits.
you're gonna go blind. You're gonna stop being invisible and start being blind if you keep that up. All right. So for the next 12 rounds, you guys are all gonna have a +1 to hit on everything, and also your saving throws are gonna be +1 better, and the enemies are gonna get like a -1 to hit and a -1 on their saving throws. It's the next 12 rounds.
Okay.
Good luck, guys. I'll be praying for you.
He's not even writing it down because he's like, this isn't going to last 12 rounds.
How close am I to any of these giants?
I love being ridiculously overpowered.
The giants have a pretty good movement rate being as tall as they are, so they've closed within about 30 feet of you.
That hammer's got a range of 30.
It's got a range of. Well, it says 6 inches. Is that
60 feet.
60 feet? All right. Well, the guy in front's getting a hammer to the schnoz.
Nice.
All right. So,
Can you use it twice per round?
You didn't. You still hit, I think. He rolled a 4.
Give that man another
That hit
20-sided
last
No,
time.
this thing's not really working out very well for me.
You want
is
to trade
it?
dice? You can use mine.
Yeah, that die does not like you.
as I
Is it-
recall, a 4 hit last time.
Yeah, 4 hits.
Of course, it could just be me.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. So with bonuses, so roll damage, please.
Ooh.
It's 1d6 plus 6.
Pink sounds good.
Oh, good choice.
Yes, pink sounds great. 12.
That drops the lead giant.
Droll.
Giant.
Don't do that!
Jeff, you got this. I believe in your ability to keep the 2 monsters straight.
God damn it, Bobby.
I didn't say the monsters were straight. All right. So, that one goes down with a big hammer-shaped dent in its face.
Nice. Very nicely done.
Never seen a hammer-shaped dent in somebody's face before. I'm trying to imagine it.
All right. That's round, right?
I believe so.
Actually, wait. They
It's their
They get to
turn.
go.
they get to go. The trailing one is not going to be able to get close enough to swing on the dwarf. The lead one probably could have, but he's no longer swinging at anything. The middle one, I'll give it a 50-50 shot. Nope. All right, the middle one is charging you, but he doesn't quite get close. So he'll be in range next round. All right, initiative.
Oh, I'm rolling.
The Giants have a 5.
I've rolled a 2.
You guys have
Oh,
initiative.
good roll.
Ranged attacks.
Yes.
Hammer.
Are you gonna hammer the next one in line?
As long as they keep coming up like a bad kung fu movie, then they're gonna get knocked down like one.
Nice.
That will definitely hit.
Okay, roll damage.
What do you think? Blue this time?
Do it.
Blue.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
10.
4. Yeah.
10 damage. All right. You catch him in the shoulder and it spins him all the way around. He's still staggering towards you, but it looks like that shoulder's broken.
You broke a giant shoulder.
Who's next?
How many giants left?
2.
2. I'd like to toss them the javelin, please.
Oh boy. Go for it. I take it you're throwing at the one that's farthest from you, so it'll tag the next one.
Yes.
Go for it.
It's not gonna hit me, is it?
I need a sling.
Not unless he misses.
That hits. That's a 17.
That hits. Roll damage. Actually, wait. It's D6 plus 20, right?
24.
All right, the one you just hit with your hammer just fried from behind. And the lightning arcing out from it hitting its buddy.
Gross.
He made the save, but he took the 10. Oh, good lord. All right, so that troll was first driven to his knees by the ice storm, then lightning bolted. He's still defiantly struggling forward. He stands up, hefts a stone that he had in his pack.
Oh,
and if
dear
he's
God, no.
still alive,
No.
when the time comes, he's going to throw it. But, so you've attacked. What did you do this round?
I haven't done anything yet, actually. So they're. I mean, I don't have a ranged weapon. So I guess I'm just gonna wait, and if one of them's dumb enough to get close, I'm gonna beat them.
So you wait, and what are you doing?
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see him like right here. And here the giants
And
are right
giants
here.
are over there going after your dwarf.
I'm gonna go over to this doorway.
Okay.
And listen.
All
I
right.
guess I'm not gonna hear anything.
You are trying to listen at the doorway. There's a sheet of ice and thick doors,
Is someone trying to open it?
but you could swear you hear a roaring sound,
Ooh.
like an animal roar.
All right. Well, then I'll run back over here into this alcove over here.
Nice.
Okay. The giant is hurling a boulder,
Good luck.
and it goes right over your head and slams into the opposite wall. He,
Who says short people don't have any reason to live?
right,
Like this, like
yeah, he had armor class
Let me get
7,
this straight.
so like, yeah, that's not coming
The
anywhere
giant
near you.
is throwing a boulder, and you want to wait, and you want to hunker down.
Yep.
All right.
Next round, initiative's back to you. The last remaining giant, he's got a 5.
That's not good.
Roll a d6.
I'm
Well,
doing
remember,
six.
it's low initiative goes first.
how's a 1?
Excellent. So, what do you guys want to do?
Let's mop them up.
All right. So you're closest.
hacky.
Do you want to do anything?
Yeah, he's gonna get hammer face.
Go for it.
Yes.
Bad case of hammer face.
Hammer to the face.
I think you got a bad case of hammer face. Pink
Alt.
again,
Hamazite.
just to put the hurt on. Ooh, this is a good one.
Hmm.
This one really works.
Roll a 6.
Yes, it is.
Another
Nice.
12.
Sort of like my
All right.
secret weapon when it comes to damage dealt on
I cannot
D56.
believe the amount of. Of course, you guys are going through resources at a prodigious rate.
Hence the saving of the ice storm.
Right.
Technically, the hammer does not require reloading.
True.
That's why I'm trying to avoid fighting.
I
Not working though.
I still got lots of charges left on this one of eyes.
All right. So it gets really quiet. There's a thumping from the opposite side of this ice wall every now and then as the giant tries his club.
Remember that injures him.
Oh, indeed.
Three hit dice per.
He tries it a couple times and then stops. You can also hear the sound probably of the gnolls trying to hit this wall with their halberds. Ching 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 ching. But there's still that odd growling, roaring noise coming from behind those double doors.
Are there any other doors around here?
No, you've managed to block yourself in.
Is there any secret doors? Elf, look around for some secret doors.
You hunt for secret doors, finding none. In fact, you find the flying nun with Sally Field.
Oh.
What?
No.
You're crazy. What is that about?
Okay, so getting back to the game, you said you were going to do something with that ice wolf.
Well, I'm just waiting for it to fall, to drop.
Okay,
Yeah, but one's going to drop before another one.
that one will go down before the diagonal one.
The diagonal one goes down right.
Second.
So we're gonna
Right.
sit for another 2 hours.
No. It'll go down the round after.
Right, because you cast them one right after the other.
So these doors will be open before this ice wall
No,
goes
I mean
down.
before we go through the first one. Is it 2 hours before we go through the first one? We're waiting for it to drop.
Waiting for it to drop, it'll be
Yeah.
2 hours.
It's not that time for us to rest or anything. If you can just look at each other uncomfortably.
Does anybody have any fire?
We could toss some oil on it.
I think I can produce
Burn
flame.
a hole in it.
We are in a fire giant.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think with the oil and the
I
fire.
think that fire would be easy to come by.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
the
there's
torches
there's scotches all over the
Which
walls.
one
and-
should we knock down? That's the other one's double thick. Maybe we need to just go through those double doors, see what's in that one double doors. I know something wrong.
That sounds where the big nasty is. I mean,
So-
we'd rather not have that coming up from behind us.
Well, it's going to drop the round. It's going to drop right after the other one does. So
Well, if you put your minds to it, you can probably hasten the fall of that wall at those doors by the use of torches and oil and things like that.
right,
If you want to buy yourself some additional time while that wall is still up.
right.
I'm down with that.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Are you invisible again? And you got the ring of protection on? That
Here,
looks pretty
you want
good,
to
I
swap
think.
rings back? There you go.
All right.
So
All right.
I've got my cloak on. So
I don't
he's
have
got
any
his
more
ring of
invisibility, so I'm going to have to be a little more in the background. However, I am like the cannon here. We got to check out and see what goes on
This-
with them double
this-
doors.
This thing that's roaring in there,
Yeah,
does it sound big?
it's a big roar, ain't it?
It sounds fairly large, yes. At least lion size, if not bigger.
So why don't we burn a
Fairly
small
large.
hole and open those doors?
Do they
and
open
if there's something big, well, I guess
That's
are
a
there
good
hinges on the outside or on the inside?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
These doors open inward.
Excellent idea.
Yeah,
All
that's a
right,
great
well,
idea.
make a hole and open the door and peer what's in there.
And if it's something big, then we
right.
shoot through the door and
This room is illuminated a little more dimly than the rest of the complex. There's a couple of torches, but only two, one on either side of this room. In the distance, you see that the room opens up both east and west, but what's directly ahead of you are a set of 6 eyes staring at you from the darkness.
Well, I'm going to drop an ice storm right on top of it.
A
Through
set
the hole
of
in the
6
door.
eyes.
I can do that with the wand.
6 eyes.
Like
I'm
belonging
just-
to one thing.
6 eyes, either one creature or 3 creatures standing remarkably close together.
It's probably like 3 creatures. I'm just going to drop an ice storm right down on top of them, right through the hole in the wall.
Okay,
That does 3d10.
roll the damage.
Where does he keep doing this stuff from?
How many times do you have that spell? memorized?
23.
It's a wand.
It's a wand.
Now that's how many charges is that each time?
One.
One.
The wall of was only one, but the cone of cold is 2, and I've used it once.
Okay.
So I've used 7 charges now.
Wow, and that's a fail save. So I'm sorry. How much damage was that?
Oh, it was 20 shit. It was 20.
20 shit, got it.
22.
20 shit. Got it.
I rolled like a 7, a 10, and a 5, I think.
All right.
I don't like that maniacal laugh.
Well, the door's open, and there is a wall of ice, but it's got a hole in it we can pierce or shoot through. You could,
All right,
you could
so
throw
you-
your hammer in there.
Cast an ice storm
Right
at
on there.
this thing
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not.
through the hole.
Yeah, just and speak my.
The,
You know, I'm still
the
behind.
hail, right? Not the sleet. The hail.
The big. Yeah, I'm not doing a sleet storm. I'm doing an ice storm. Boulders of ice come down on it.
All right, and is anyone else trying to peer through the door?
Yeah. I'm fine here. We might as well watch behind us.
All right. Well, there is an immediate response
Uh-oh.
to the ice storm. Roll a breath weapon save.
All right. Well, I got all that ice around me, but yeah, I rolled an 18.
That makes the save,
Or
which makes a
16.
lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right. So, say
Did we just uncage a beholder?
No, I don't think so.
He said 6 eyes.
2, 3.
Well, it might be 3.
Everybody knows they've got like 20 eyes.
You take 3 whole damage
3 points of
between the ice cover and making the saving throw, and it rolling really, really crappy.
Okay.
Something just breathed fire at you.
Oh, well, then if it's a fire-breathing creature, it takes another extra 1 point. So it takes an extra 3 points of damage.
Oh, excellent.
Well, then I'm just gonna. Someone else want to do something? I'm just gonna do another ice storm on it.
I'm fine.
All right, do another ice storm on it.
Another ice storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm just pulling your security over here.
I mean, I could chuck a hammer at it.
18, 20,
How
1
big's
hit
the
points
hole?
of damage.
And then you get the hammer
Alright.
back.
It
All
comes-
right,
it
the thing
boomerangs back.
squeals
Magic.
again.
Your Negan and Thor.
Is it gonna breathe fire
That's what
again?
happened.
I'm looking.
It might melt the wall a little bit.
It's got a 50-50
Thorgan.
chance.
Hey, Thorgan.
Nope,
gorgeous.
it does not breathe again.
It's a great name.
Captain Thorgan.
How do you
However-
say Lucille and
Well, the first breath that
Norse.
it did on the ice wall, that would probably put a big hole in it.
Put a bigger hole in the ice wall.
Yeah.
So
You can throw your hammer.
you
in
hear
there.
the sound of something heavy hitting something else heavy, and then a resounding booming noise as the inner door, this thing that, or the inner set of bars this thing was behind, comes crashing down. The creature steps forward into the light. It's a winged creature with the body of an oversized lion and 3 separate heads. One draconic, one leonine, and the head of a goat.
Oh, that's friggin'.
It doesn't look happy.
Oh, it's not a manticore. It's
Chimera.
Is it
There
Wyvern?
you go. Yeah.
No, that's right. Wow.
It's Grand Admiral Thrawn Star Destroyer. Okay.
It's your mom.
It's from Greek myth. All right, we roll an initiative.
Initiative. It gets a 2.
Oh, shit.
Your turn, sir.
All right. Go for lucky dice. That's 3.
All right. It manages to go first. It is charging
That rolls
the
high.
door.
Does it fit through the ice wall? The hole it's breathed in the ice wall?
One head will fit through the ice wall.
All right. Well, that sounds sneaky.
So the thing comes charging forward
Yeah.
and makes a bite attack
Right.
against.
It's probably me or the dwarf. I'm guessing the dwarf's right there. I'm thinking his idea.
All right, odd, even. Odd, it's biting at you.
Okie doke.
All right, so it lunges forward, snapping its lion jaws. A 13 is 9 hit die creatures.
It hit me. I'm AC2.
Oh, yep. That's going to be nice and fun. All right. So, yeah, it
Pretty
hits
close.
neg 1.
Yeah.
So, it bites.
Ow!
4. Ah, okay.
Ow.
Make me use those D4s.
4d4. 3d4.
3D4. 10 damage.
Okay.
So, this lion head comes through the hole and bites the mage.
I can help with that.
All right, what are you guys going to do?
Smash it.
Go for it.
You get to attack twice.
I do, but melee's last. So spell casting or range
Any
first.
casting, any ranged attacks?
I'm stepping back away
Ranged.
from the hole in the wall.
All right, so you pull away. Good move.
Ranged. Javelins. Javelin.
Whoa. Are you sure?
Well, hit a creature and then it'll bounce off the wall and then it'll hit the creature again.
Yeah, basically.
Of course, if you're standing straight.
If you're standing straight on, it's going to hit you.
Oh,
at
was
this
it? No,
range.
don't do that.
I thought so. It
So
was a
I thought it
you
was-
throw the javelin, and then it fires lightning directly back along its track.
I thought it was the other way.
I thought it arced forward.
No, it arcs to the rear. Read the description again. That's why you hit the lead giant as it was running, and it blasted back and hit the 2 trailing giants.
You mean? I think you have that backwards.
It just
Yeah, I
it
do
just
think it was-
zaps right through him like a giant bolt of like except horizontal.
So it goes thunk and then it shoots lightning from that.
It shoots lightning
point.
back along the direction. Read it.
So when it strikes, the javelin becomes the head of a so long stroke of lightning, right? So any creature hit by the javelin suffers any other creatures in the path of the backstroke.
The backstroke.
Javelin
Coming
of lightning.
back.
A javelin of lightning is considered equal to a +2 magic weapon, although it
Oh,
need
so you
not,
hit the fire guy and it goes back towards you.
although it neither 2 hit nor damage bonuses. It has a range of, so it can hit magic things. It has a range of 9 feet, and whenever it strikes, the javelin then becomes the head of a ½ inch wide, 3-inch long stroke of lightning. Any creature hit by the javelin suffers 1d6 hit points of damage plus 20 hit points of electrical damage. Any other creatures in the path of the backstroke, that thinks it means goes further.
So no, but that to me would seem like if you originated the javelin throw, it is from where you originate back,
Yeah.
but not through you, no matter how far you threw it, unless you threw it from behind your head.
Well, it says 3 inches, so that would be 30 feet. It would
Huh?
throw 30 feet of lightning back from the point of impact toward the thrower.
Wow.
Draw a straight line
That's
between the
goals.
point of impact 30 feet back in the direction of the character hurling it.
Yep.
Is it Does it go all 30 feet or up to 30 feet?
It goes.
Well, it
all
might
30
reflect
feet.
off something.
Yeah, if it acts like a normal lightning bolt, it would bounce off the rock
So
wall.
what you're doing
hit
is
you
you're
again.
hurling it over the front dude and hitting the back ranks and then hitting the people in the front ranks.
So probably not a good close range weapon.
Yeah, it's not,
No.
not a good choice. All right, so we understand how it works because we see that.
Post toasties.
All right, what else is going to happen?
All right. You remember you said that I could help with your wound?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just rub some dirt in and get back in the game. It's just 2 points of damage, but you're not bleeding anymore. It's like scab now.
Dude, man, I'm down like 1/3. I'm not very powerful. In terms of
Hit
this.
point wise.
So you did 2 hit points of damage healing?
Well, I healed 2 hit points. Yeah.
All right, so
I'm fine actually with just saying that I cast cure serious wounds.
All right, I'll
then you cast Cure Serious. Roll 2 more
I'll
times.
cast with something else.
I'll do it.
What are you casting?
Gonna use my scroll for hold monster.
Sorry, I'm fragile.
Hold monster.
Ooh, that's good.
Nice.
10 more points.
All right, that's it. Cool.
It's one creature, so it's one creature, right?
Yeah.
So -3 to the saving throw.
All right. Does it say a maximum hit dice on the creature?
Yeah, it surpasses its hit dice. I'm pretty sure.
No.
Okay. 5 minus 3 is 2. It does not make the save. So, it is caught in a magical shaft of light. It can't move. It can still attack within reach, but it can't move. So it's kind of stuck where it's at.
How can it attack within reach if it can't move?
Well-
It can't move its feet. It can't go anywhere. If it can get you, it can get you.
But it's held though, right?
Yeah.
Is it frozen?
No,
But it's held immobile. It
it's not
can't
paralyzed.
go anywhere. It's
Okay.
not paralyzed, but it can't go anywhere.
Okay, so this isn't like
Yeah.
Non-petrification.
Yeah.
Very
So
tricky wording.
oh no. Then I'd be in range.
nice.
You can do it twice, can't you?
No, because it's got to come back.
It's
So
only
hit,
a rate of
come
fire
back,
one.
All right,
hit,
rate of fire
come
one.
back.
Now in the hurl, don't you get your damage
Oh yeah.
bonus
Yes.
in the hurl?
Full damage bonus.
Yeah.
So if anyone else, I will range this now.
Thank you for healing me, sir.
That
Of course.
will
It's my
hit
job.
an armor class of -6.
Oh wow. Yes. Absolutely.
All right, Pinky, don't fail me now. How about another 12? Nope, 9.
9. All right.
Yes, 9.
The lion head roars
Still a
at
good
you,
try. I believe in you.
and you can see like just the sheer anger in its face as it's trying to push forward and it can't. You hear the goat head bray and the dragon head screech. But it's stuck there, and if nobody's stupid enough to get close, it can't do anything to you.
Well, I guess it's the next round.
Yep. And that hold lasts a while, so if you guys just want to dispatch it with the throwing hammer,
Do these things have breath weapon?
yeah, but only the dragon head,
Can't
which
get
is
through the
not
hole.
stuck through the hole.
Just slide.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish out one of my vials of oil, and I'm going to tear off a bit of tinder cloth and stuff it down in the hole, and then I'm going to light it in one of the torches, and then I'm going to dump it on the goat head.
You're sadistic.
Yeah.
It's the lion head.
The lion head is
I
what's
mean-
sticking through the hole. You
Yeah.
can't see the other two heads.
So
I'm gonna-
we
I'm
might
gonna-
be able to catch a kind of an
I'm
eye
gonna catch it on fire. I'm looking at. What are you guys standing around for?
Why don't you just let
Toast.
the guy with the hammer smash it to pieces? There we go.
I'm helping.
You're helping.
I'm
You're helping. All right, it's toast. It dies.
All right, teamwork.
Yay!
Jinx.
Okay, what's in this? All right, well, I'm going to climb through the hole in the ice, and what's in that room?
All right.
There's some kind of
Have to
cage thing.
push
going on.
the-
It's just
Chimera
Indeed.
back.
you're just gonna crawl in the hole. All right.
So you have to kind of push the chimera body away, the barbecued chimera body away.
I mean,
So-
wonder if
what
it's
is
been-
it? It's not cabrito.
Is it good
It's,
eating? It's probably
what's
some
barbecued
alligator.
cat?
in it. Ooh.
Got
Ooh.
Barbecue
I
cat.
don't think it's a
and
Mexican word.
I wish I
but-
was in Tijuana eating barbecued iguana.
Barbecued snake. I mean, people.
So is there
people
any
eat
other
snake.
doors in
I've
that
had
room?
snake.
Indeed.
There are doors.
Yes.
All right.
Actually, not so much doors as doorways.
Ooh, it's not good.
Exploring this room, ahead of you was the pen where the chimera was kept. Apparently, it only stayed in there because it wanted to, because when it was angry enough to knock the barred doors down, it certainly did without much trouble.
Well, now our goose is cooked. We killed their chimera. It must be like one of their favorite pets.
I'm taking a trophy.
Right?
I want
like
three.
it's got
I want
3 collars that say like Fido on all 3 of them.
I want one goat horn, I want a lion's
Never mess
tooth,
with a guy's
and I
Camaro.
want a dragon's tooth.
Well, at
I'm
least he's
taking a
not
trophy.
doing donuts in the
I'm
parking
making a
lot.
necklace out of this, I don't care.
All right.
Okay.
Camaro.
So he's working on the. He's working on.
You're
some
working
dental
on
work.
you're working on that. but
Bink! There we go.
I'm
Got
watching.
rest
these- yeah.
the rest of you
yourself.
who are poking around in here, this was
You
the
feel it?
fire giant's arsenal.